Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to A Better World with Adrienne. Welcome to this week's deep dive at the beginning of one of the most powerful, insane months of all of 2025. September 2025 will be a month where we all look back and be like, oh, that's when that started. That's when that change happened. That's when that thing actually started that I didn't realize was like such a humongous deal until now that I see the different layers and the pieces over time. And so, as you know, astrology is one of the ancient codes that we are using to birth a new world, to birth a better world, to birth new earth. People ask me a lot of the time, it's like, what is new earth? New earth is the reharmonization of unconditional, unlimited love and abundance and harmony across our planet. Okay. It's bringing the ancient codes back online. It is truly making heaven on earth. That is what new earth is. And we're in a portal right now of midwifing this better world. And the whole point of this podcast is that it's an unrestricted channel. No one's controlling what we're talking about. I'm not getting, flagged on social media. What's really going to move the needle in building a better world? And part of it, a big part of it, is working consciously with divine timing, working consciously with the unseen realm. So if you're down for this, if you're like, yes, I want to make September 2025 the most powerful, amazing month of the year. I want to quantum jump. I want to play offense. That's the title of this episode. I'm excited. If you are like, yes, I am harnessing this energy, because here's the thing about divine timing. Divine timing is obvious when you study. Divine timing is obvious when you're in right relationship with the stars, with the energetics, with your deep spiritual mastery. And then you can make decisions, make moves based on these energies. And a lot comes through the astrology, a lot comes through the star code. So I'm really, really excited and grateful to be channeling this episode with you for all of us today. So I'm also excited because I am recording this on a Tuesday, which is rare, but it just so happened that it's the day that Mercury enters Virgo. So the amount of precision and clarity in communication has just been unlocked. And my natal Mercury is in Virgo. So that just means that I'm going through my Mercury return. I am getting a boost in how I communicate, in my messaging, in my expression, my voice, my throat chakra. So I'm excited to be here. A couple things before we go deep into this episode. If you know you want to go deep into the astrology with me all of September, join us in Angel Air. So I'm doing a deep immersive experience with Eclipse season. I'm leading 2 live cosmic cellular breathwork classes aligned with the eclipses so you can use your body as a portal. Just like in our last week's episode, I talked about how to use your body as a portal to manifest. Well, we are doing that in Angel Air during September, during eclipse season. Not only is it eclipse season, we have so many other things going on. So if you're like, yes, I want to go deep, you want to receive daily, basically mini podcasts from me Monday through Friday on the energy, how to use it, be tapped into a lit community of new earth souls from all around the world. I always say, I'm like, I want you checking Angel Air instead of Instagram. Angel Air is going to fill your spirit. Angel Air is going to fill your soul. Instagram can inspire you. Instagram can be fun, and then it will hijack you, make you feel bad, distract you, and then it's just a whole thing. There's billions of dollars vested interest in taking you off your path via your nervous system, online, on the phone, in social media. Angel Air, you go to plug in, you go to nourish your soul, right? And it's the air elemental because we focus on breath work, and it's like a radio station like Angel Air. You listen to Angel Air each day. So if you know you want to join, go to the link in the show notes, There is a special code there for you as well. Enjoy it. Join us. Zero commitment. Come do September, do eclipse season. Stay if you want to stay. Leave if you want to leave. The other thing going on is that 1 month from right now, the Greece New Earth activation retreat is happening October 2nd to the 5th in Greece. So if you have been considering this unicorn in-person quantum jump experience on sacred land, this is a luxury soul pilgrimage. This is not a trip. This is not a vacation. This is an activation. Literally every single person who has done in-person work with me on sacred land, whether it's been my one-on-one VIP weeks or VIP retreats, whether it was the Sedona, the first New Earth activation retreat, everybody's life is rearranged after that. Everybody is clicked into a different timeline. Everyone has exponentially quantum jumped their whole life into like 100x timeline shift into their potential. It's honestly insane. So if you want to collapse time, if you want to have adventure and joy, an in-person unicorn intimate alchemical transformation in Greece, after eclipse season, after all of this big change has happened, you're going to go anchor these codes into your DNA. Go to the link in the show notes and apply. I'm so excited to be welcoming just complete powerhouses from all over the world. And if you want to be one of them, apply today. Okay, now let's get into today's episode. So we have on the altar a white rose representing new beginnings, new beginning of a new month. The rose is the divine feminine. It's our connection to Mother Earth. Okay, I'm also holding my gold Egypt crystal, reminding us of the golden honey of abundance that's available in every single moment that we are alive. The golden abundance that's available every single time we tell the truth, every single time we touch the divine, every single time we forget who we are and we come back home. That's the golden nectar of life. Every single thing in your life right now, I can tell you, every single challenge, every single win is directly correlated to how much do you trust yourself and how much do you trust the divine? And how much are you connected to that consistently and relentlessly? It's not enough to just tap in. You must reject the matrix. You must reject scarcity. You must reject mediocrity. So remembering the nectar of life, our natural state, this unconditional love, this unconditional abundance, this unconditional oozing force of magic that pulses through your veins, pulses through the field. Remember, we only see 1% of what's actually going on, truly. So let's connect our energy with 3 deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. No matter where you are, I want you to be breathing with us. This connects us beyond time and space. And this gets you into your body to receive. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And you can make an audible sigh. One final inhale through the nose. Smile as you hold it at the top because you are strong, because you are magical, because you are rare, because you are wonderful, because you are perfect and whole and complete in this moment. Keep holding. Exhale out the mouth. If you closed your eyes, you can blink them open. The portal has been set. The stage has been set. The altar has been set. We are connected. And now we are going full tilt into today's topic, play offense with September's astrology. Okay. September is a key month. It is every single year. And in 2025, it hits deeper. It hits differently. 2025 is the year of great change. Okay. I've channeled on this a few different times on the podcast. I wanted to speak specifically about September because it's eclipse season. We have so much happening in September. It makes the mind spin. I was looking at it. I was like, this is a lot to like write down, let alone teach on, let alone decode, let alone, and I actually, this is very interesting. I got the download. Oh, I'm going to lead another Starstruck eclipse season immersion. That's something I did back in September. It was the eclipse immersion that changed everything. It changed everything for my life. I quantum jumped my way all the way to Miami on accident. Like literally creator blew my mind because I just went full tilt. I went full hurricane into that experience and the amount of insane quantum leaps. Why? Because every single person, me and every single person in Starstruck, if you're listening, you know who you are. I love you. Um, we chose that eclipse season was not going to happen to us. It was going to happen through us. And so I got the download. I was like, "Ooh, I want to do Starstruck again." And I shared it and then I woke up and I was like, that is literally everything I do in Angel Air. I'm not going to do Starstruck again. I'm going to pour everything into Angel Air and invite people to join Angel Air, which you heard at the beginning of this episode. Join us in Angel Air if you want to see the potent power of this work. So, we're playing offense in September. Here's what happens a lot. And I'm going to break it down in these two words. First, play. Life is a game. Life is a game, and we're here to play. Play is joyful. Play is light. Play is creative. Play is magical. Play is connected to the inner child. Play is joy, right? When we get over serious, people get scared about eclipse season. They're like, "Oh my God, eclipse season." And then they go into like a victim mindset or they go into like fear. And it's like, no, you are in command and this is a game. And this game is meant to be played. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be light. It's meant to be free. And you're meant to win. Spoiler alert. And are you going to win without astrology? No. Are you going to win without nervous system reset? No, because you're only going to be using 5% of your potential. That is your brain. Shameless plug. Join us in Angel Air for September. Use the code September. We're playing offense in September, okay? This podcast is teaching you, showing you how to play offense with September's astrology to quantum jump your dream forward, to quantum jump your vision, to quantum jump your destiny, to quantum jump into a whole new layer of your potential. That's truly what eclipse seasons are. They are fated, sudden, shocking change that is it's predestined. It's clicking. Basically, spirit sees us going down a path and is like, "Oh my God, we're going the wrong way," and unplugs the system. Okay? That's why, we have a total new lunar eclipse approaching on September 7th. That's literally like we can't see the moon. The lights go out. And spirit's like, "Oh, I'm unplugging you because you're going the wrong way, and I'm plugging you back in a whole new trajectory." And either these moments happen and you get caught on your heels and you get your ass kicked. Getting your ass kicked in eclipse season is optional. It's a choice. Every single thing is a choice. So if you are listening to this episode and you don't want to get your ass kicked, but you want to kick ass, keep listening. Join Angel Air. Play offense. Offense is, we think about sports, it's like you are going to win, you're playing to win. Way too many people live life playing not to lose. And they use the word play, but they're not even playing. They're just like tiptoeing on eggshells their whole life. They're like, "Oh, I'm going to do this because I don't want to lose. Oh, I'm going to do this because I mitigate risk. Oh, I'm going to do this." I was on a date when I was in Europe and they were asking me like, "Oh, like have you ever done skydiving and blah blah blah." And I was sitting there with a powerful, successful entrepreneur. And we're both entrepreneurs, so it's just a specific lens on life that you have. You have like if you choose an entrepreneur, you choose to be an entrepreneur, which not all of my clients are entrepreneurs. Some are entrepreneurs and others are living their destiny, like working within the matrix, changing structures from the inside. Like one of my most successful clients is literally breaking things from the inside, like really, really high up in like a global, like in charge of billions of dollars of revenue and like stewarding it. And it's so exciting and it's so inspiring. And I was on this date and they're like asking me basically, have you done all of this extreme stuff? And my answer was yes to everything. And I was like, and they were talking about, they're like, oh, not a lot of people I would say yes to every single one of them. And I said, I bet they're not entrepreneurs. And we both died laughing because you know that entrepreneurship, you choose a life of more risk than other people will take. You will fail a lot more. You have a wider wattage for uncertainty. Like people don't very few people are privy to my inner landscape, my inner life, my inner game, my inner mindset because what I'm doing requires such a wide wattage of uncertainty that most people will go into extreme fear if I share the way I think and live and make decisions. And then they'll put that fear on me. I don't allow that in my life. I don't allow that to be in my, system, my ecosystem. Um, this is the difference though between playing a life, you play offense or play defense, okay? If you've ever played basketball, like I'm a big sports person, but defense is when you're defending the goal, right? You're in protection mode. Offense is I'm here to make a shot. I'm here to win. I'm here to create. So when you're in offense mode, you're here to create. When you're in defense mode, you're here to protect. And if you live a life where you're in constantly, oh, I want to protect myself from all of the crazy things, you start dress rehearsing tragedy. And then guess what? You start creating the very thing you don't want by trying to avoid it because that's what you're focusing on. It's classic manifestation. Okay. So what we are doing is we are barreling forward in offense. Okay. I and every single client that I have worked with and every single successful person in life has failed more times than most people take a shot. Okay. And we don't care because it's for the love of the game, right? It's a privilege to play the game. And there's a lot of rhetoric right now about, the violence that's going on globally. I'm actually bringing on a guest. I think we'll probably go deep into this topic. I have a special guest coming on the podcast soon. Um, there's so much going on in the world with I totally lost my train of thought. You miss all the shots you don't take. You've got to be playing offense, all right? There's a lot of things going on in the world. Oh yeah, it's a privilege to play the game. If you are free, if you are not in true literal peril, you must be playing offense. You literally have no excuse to not go full throttle for your dreams, okay? The only reason you might not be doing that, I mean, there's several reasons. A big one is your nervous system, okay? Um, If you want to go deep in that, start an angel air. If you want to get in person, come to Greece. If you want to work with me one-on-one, link in the show notes. So 2020, in 2025, there's been so many major shifts, and September really sticks out as one where it's going to be a line in the sand, right? So the last one eclipse season was March, and the year started off very, very slow, and then March happened, and it was like boom. We had that equinox, we had that final solar eclipse in Aries on April 1st, and it was like, oh my goodness gracious, here we go, full tilt into a whole new timeline, right? And then I'm sure you felt it. So we had April, May, June, July, August. That was a whole specific timeline. And then September is opening a new one, a 6-month cycle. So we're going to be playing offense in this astrology. Eclipses are not an invitation from spirit. They're a karmic door you get kicked through. Okay. And you either get kicked through the door willingly in deep alignment, using your body as a portal. And when you do it in that way, you get catapulted. Imagine if you knew there was a big surge of energy coming and you just started running in that direction in advance. It would come and pick you up and put you way, 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 way further than anybody could have ever thought, right? And now imagine a different scenario where you're not leveraging the astrology, you're not playing offense, you're not using your nervous system, you're not studying and in right relationship with these energies, and you're just like sitting there and holding on to the past and resisting. You are going to have a rude awakening because that big surge of energy is going to come and it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. It's going to take the wind out of you. And it's, yeah, you're going to get moved into a whole new timeline, but it's going to be by way of pain. And you're not going to go that far because you're going to have a death grip on everything that's actually not serving you. So we're playing offense. We're being proactive. We are getting ahead of this thing. We're going to run. We're starting to run with this thing. We're starting to dance. We're starting to play. So the arc of energy that we are really tapping into in September 2025 started back in March of 2023. Because at the beginning of September, and I am not going to go through every single transit that's happening in September, because if I did, this would be a 4-hour podcast. If you want the deep dive details daily, like yesterday, I dropped a 20-minute training just on Saturn retrograding into Pisces. Today, I dropped a like 15-minute audio just on Mercury and Virgo. Like, this is the level of depth, and I've blended it with high performance, okay? Because literally, knowing astrology doesn't change your life. Combining it with high performance to execute does. This is a huge mistake that a lot of people make. They study, they know things, they don't implement because they don't have the skill set to perform at a high level in any circumstance. That's what high performance is. And I've gotten so incredibly clear, especially in the past 2 weeks since the new moon in Virgo, which Virgo rules clarity, refinement, details. I've gotten so deeply clear on who I'm meant to serve, how I want to articulate it, and I serve the new earth elite. And to be elite means you have a high level of excellence. You have high standards. You hold yourself to a higher level, higher standard than most people. And if you are offended by the word elite, that means A, this work isn't for you. It's not for everyone, honestly. It's for the 1% of the 1%. Or you're being activated so your negativity is coming up to be cleansed so you can access your place in the New Earth Elite. The New Earth Elite is a specific unicorn soul pad of people who are here channeling the ancient codes and combining it with high performance to actually create things, to actually build visions, to actually architect dreams. We have way too many people out here dreaming, not doing anything. Okay? Broke healer, floaty mystic vibes. And then we have a lot of people out here extremely ambitious, extremely hardworking, but extracting their own life force in hustle culture, like not tapped into the ancient codes. The New Earth Elite is the intersection of both. It's where high performance and the oracle meet for quantum leaps on repeat, baby. And you know me, gotta make it a rhyme. Gotta make it a rhyme. Okay. So the long-term arc of astrology, we're going back to something that started back in March of 2023 when Saturn entered Pisces for the first time. Okay. At the beginning of September, Saturn retrograded back into Pisces, is going to be there for the next 6 months. Coincidentally, that is the same amount of time as this new eclipse cycle, right? So, and it's also a lunar cycle. A lunar cycle is 6 months. That's why when people join Angel Air for Angel Air Lunar, it's 6 months because that's when you truly discover what's possible through this work. When you do it for a whole lunar cycle and you see what in your life has changed, and you are working with the moons every single month. You are working with the astrology daily. You are doing this in your nervous system consistently. So we're going to be working with the long arc of history, right? This is not just about September 2025. And this is how you'll know as well. This is how you can have discernment. Virgo rules discernment on what astrology is new earth and what is not, because there's a lot of pop astrology out there where people are posting horoscopes. People really don't know what they're talking about. They're just giving it like incomplete information. New earth is not about instant gratification or quick hit energy or like extractive. A lot of people booty call astrology. They're like, I need an answer to my problem. I need it. I need this. I need that. It's this like taker energy. And it's like, no. Studying the stars is a privilege and an honor, and we do it with reverence and we do it over time. We're not here for instant gratification. We are here for the long game. Okay? Something started back in March of 2023, and the next 6 months is bringing that lesson back for the final lesson. Saturn is discipline, boundary, restriction. It's bringing back that limitation and that boundary for you to explore it again. And I can tell you, personally, this has been extremely literal. Extremely, extremely literal. Um, the other thing to know about September is that it is the first full set of eclipses on the Virgo Pisces axis. So eclipses are when the North Node and the South Node are right next to moons, and it creates when there's a new moon and a full moon by the nodes, it creates this electric energy. It's unstable energy. So the last new moon in Virgo, by the way, if you listen to my episode about mastering your health and wellness, physical health and wellness, I talked about and spoiler alert, the next round of the Holy Habits Hive Mind is coming soon. So stay tuned. If you're someone who's been interested in that 6 month mastermind to master your daily health and wellness habits for good through the lens of divinity, stay tuned. We have two new moons in Virgo in a row. This is extremely, extremely rare. This is extremely, extremely potent. Okay. The one that happened at the beginning of the one that happened toward the end of August was the last opportunity to plant seeds. Okay. In eclipse season, we don't plant seeds. These are sudden, shocking, unstable energies, karmic purge and surge energies. The veil is thin. The doorway to the underworld is open. The doorway to the upper world is open. Okay. We have a massive surge in the North Node of Pisces. Okay. Pisces is the dreamer, the mystic, the healer, the subconscious mind. It is sound healing. It's also escapism, avoidance, addiction. It's the unseen. It's retreats. It's powerful. So we're getting a big, big surge here. And then we have a purge. The South Node is in Virgo. Virgo is health and wellness, daily ritual, daily routine, habits, details. It's the magic in the mundane. Unhealed, it's perfectionism and self-loathing. Okay? We have had kind of an ombre, ombre where it's like a mix of colors, right? This happens a lot when the nodes change. We'll have eclipse portals. An eclipse portal is the 2 week period during eclipses. So there'll be a full moon and a new moon next to each other, or new moon, full moon, that are next to the nodes. And they're not business as usual. They are karmic, fated, sudden beginnings, sudden endings, shocking electric change ripping through the collective. Okay. We had the nodes shifted at the beginning of the year. However, we had last September, 1 year ago, we had an eclipse in Pisces. However, it was paired with a Libra eclipse. And then in March, we had a Virgo eclipse, but it was paired with an Aries eclipse. So there was an overlap from the Libra Aries axis to the Virgo Pisces axis. Now in September, we have our first complete set of eclipses. We have a full moon North Node purge in Pisces, followed by a new moon South Node purge in Virgo, which is really, really, really like you've got to be prioritizing your health and wellness. There's a karmic purge in the sign of health and wellness. If there's any time to prioritize your workouts, to prioritize your nutrition, to prioritize your holy habits, it's now. So that's another reason why September is so significant is because it's okay. It's like we got a taste of what the Pisces was a year ago. We got a taste of what Virgo was 6 months ago. Boom, we get both right now. And then 6 months from now, next spring, boom, we're gonna get the next set. And then we have another one that's mixed after that when the nodes start shifting to Leo and Aquarius. Hashtag pray for me because I'm a Leo. Oh my goodness, this is going to be intense. So, the way that I view eclipses, people get scared of it. You just decide, this is what I teach my clients, this is what I facilitate in Angel Air, this is what I facilitate for myself. You let spirit multiply through you. An eclipse is a multiplication of electric shocking change energy. When you do my modality of cosmic cellular breath work, you decide my body is a place for miracles, and my one job is to allow spirit to quantum leap through me. You are the vessel. There's so much magic right now. Literally everything you've ever wanted is around you in surrounding light. This is something I learned in Kabbalah. The only reason you don't have it yet is because you have not become the vessel to receive it yet. And so the amount you can receive in eclipse season is magnificent, is wonderful, is powerful. And you've got work to do to make it real, right? You've got to study. You've got to be doing the nervous system reset. People disassociate a lot in eclipse season because it's so intense, because it's so extreme. We deepen into the body, using the body as a portal, like I mentioned in the last episode. So it's an electric shock that you allow to rip through you for the changes you are called to become in this fated time, right? Everybody calls it luck. We call it starstruck, right? And I'm going to keep saying that starstruck is what we are in eclipse season. We are starstruck. The stars strike. The stars strike. So, do you allow them to strike through you? Or do you sit in the seat of like a victim and you're like, oh my God, like all of this is happening to me? It's like, no. And it doesn't even happen for you. That's where we take it a level deeper, right? It happens through you. That's how I view eclipse season, and that's how we play offense. We also have the equinox in September. The equinox is an energetic tipping point. It's the beginning of Libra season. It's one of the 4 times per year that the rhythms on planet Earth align with the rhythms and the seasons of the sky. The beginning of Libra season, the beginning of fall in the northern hemisphere or summer in the southern hemisphere. Okay? It's halfway between the solstices. It's a day of harmony, a day of equal light and dark. It's extremely, extremely sacred. And this September, usually we have maybe a week between the equinox and the eclipse. This time it's happening literally on the same day. It's extremely, extremely intense. So this is September 2025. We have 2 eclipses, Pisces, Virgo. We have the fall equinox. We have Uranus stationing retrograde in Gemini. It's the first time Uranus has changed direction since entering Gemini. It's a really big deal. It's going to pull focus on, it's the planet of shock, upheaval, change, and revolution during eclipse season is going retrograde, bringing back shocking change and revolution from the past in the sign of Uranus, or in the sign of Gemini, which is the United States Uranus return. Okay. It's very intense. We can expect to see a lot in the news. And what we are going to do is we are going to play offense in September astrology with in deep alignment. You know, we have a ton of other things going on. There's going to be some Mars Pluto squares in there. It's going to be very juicy. It's already very juicy. It's already very electric. I'm already feeling the Pisces eclipse. So, we're going to be playing offense in this energy. While the whole world is like in chaos and disruption, we are going to be deliberately quantum jumping. So if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, September astrology, let's go. Whether you've been my client forever and you know the power of this work already, like you're probably already in angel air. It's like, it's a no-brainer, right? Or you're brand new and you just found this podcast today and you're like, literally, I've got to be an angel air. Like, like I want to play offense. I want to quantum jump in September astrology. Join us. Use the code September. Link is in the show notes. Zero commitment. Come play and slay in September and decide if you want to stay. Like, I'm looking at this astrology and it's like a lot of people talk about astrology. Everybody's talking about it right now. And the reason why people talk about it but don't create change in the results is because they don't have my modality, my trifecta of transformation, healing, knowledge, and skill. That's everything we're going to do in Angel Air in September. So if you want to play offense with us and slam dunk with this amazing portal, literally, we're going to look back on 2025 and be like, oh, yeah, March is when everything really ratcheted up, and then we took it up to a whole nother level in September. These are the two key moments I see for 2025 of like life and destiny and potential defining astrology. The amount of opportunity cost for people who don't leverage this energy is insane. Like, if I think about if I hadn't done anything in March with that energy, where I would be in my life right now, that is deeply saddening and disturbing to me. Like, thank God I studied the astrology and I obey the energy. So I invite you to do the same with us. I invite you to have fun. I invite you to play offense with September astrology. So, link in the show notes to Angel Air. The Greece retreat is purposely, deliberately positioned right after eclipse season. Why? Because the amount of insane change that's going to happen in September, like it, there's no way we can predict it, right? You will come to Greece the first week of October, right after eclipse season, and you will anchor these crazy shifts. You will be cellularly rearranged. We will be doing breath work on the land. We will be doing land activation, grid work, shamanic journeys. We will be doing adventures. We will be swimming in the sea. We will be going to sacred sites. Like, we'll be doing high performance for you to advance your dream, your goal, your vision. Like, if you want to do this, join us for the Greece retreat. Apply today. You will receive Angel Air in September for you to prepare your body. Like, every single person that is coming to Greece is going to be in Angel Air or doing at least a one-on-one session with me to prepare for what's coming in your body on that sacred land. So these are the invitations. We have an amazing, amazing opportunity, quantum leap month ahead. I invite you to play offense with us. We're going to have the time of our lives. And I hope this episode served you and gave you a lens into energy, a different mindset, what's coming, knowing that big, shocking change is coming and getting caught on your heels is optional. Like, this is the magic of the ancient codes in New Earth. We can know what's coming in advance and then make magic with it, baby. I love you. I believe in you. I believe in a better world. Join us for September if you feel the call. Join us in Greece and go make a stranger smile. Be the light, be the real you. And I will see you next time on A Better World with Adrienne.